Greetings, one and all and one.
Welcome again to another scintillating episode of Listenerland. And don't forget, you can like and subscribe. It's not going to cost you anything, just like and subscribe.
It's right there.
Ring that bell.
And if you do, maybe one day we can have King Charles talking about his favourite oboe player.
Oboe
Player.
You know it makes sense.
Do it.
As you once told me off for saying.
Yeah. There's a link in the bio, actually, where you can get 10% off meat at Morrison's with that. You know it makes sense. U2's Larry Mullen Jr. Apparently struggles with dyscalculia.
Dyscalculia?
Which is
a learning disability that affects a person's ability to understand and work with numbers and math. Apparently he struggles counting.
Really?
Which you'd think is done all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just shows you, if you're out there struggling with dyscalculia, you can play drums. Because you have to literally keep count. You have to have some mathematical ability to do that. You can't do it all on the feel.
I think you can do. It's a bit like. Now I'm no drummer, but I would imagine after a while, if you're just doing a straight 4-bar, whatever you're doing, you're going to get that rhythm into you. Yeah. And it's like muscle memory, isn't it?
Yeah, there'll be muscle memory. Yeah, but there'll be points where he's going to need to count 4 bars.
Yeah,
and know to turn, because not every song's going to be the same.
No, I agree. No, it's
somebody that struggles with that is doing well.
Yeah, well, good luck to him. He's been off for quite a while until he's back.
Yeah,
he had a back operation, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why he wasn't playing in the Sphere.
Eagles is playing the Sphere.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're currently playing. Yeah, they are currently playing.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because before them there was Dead & Co. Or Dead & Company, and then the one that's following them is the Eagles, and they're now playing. But what they said was there was so much demand for Dead & Co. they're having them back on.
There's a house band.
No, well, they might as well be. The demand for tickets for Dead & Co. was so great that they've got to put them back on. Now, we're not that familiar with Dead & Co. over here. The Grateful Dead, what's left of Grateful Dead, and they now call themselves Dead & Company. There's a couple of, maybe 3 of the original members, and basically what they are, I love them, me. I'm not so hot on all the music. It's just, I like the story, I like the sensibility of the band. It's just a jam band. And they roughly map out what they're going to play, and it goes like this, and, you go off on one if you want, and then if you want to go off on one, you can do one. And you'll do a solo. I tell you what, drummer, you can do a solo. And it's like that. It's a jam band. But they're so good, and they're laid back, and they're old hippies. But the music's so good. The covers, even the covers they do, are really, really good. I played you one of the week.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Watchtower, all on the Watchtower by Dead & Co. Brilliant. I thought there wouldn't be another good version of that, but there were.
Dead & Co.
Dead & Company.
Dead good.
Dead good. Yeah, really good. Really good. Enjoyed it. Yeah, and they're back on because there's been so much demand from them. They've got to put them back on.
I wonder where this Sphere thing's going to end. Like, is it going to... I mean, I know this is a music podcast, but I wonder if it's going to, move into... So, technically this is music. So there's a film out, Wicked, called Wicked, right? And it's from the musical Wicked. So I wonder if films or stage performances rather, like Wicked, will move to things like the Sphere, where the scene, the backdrops are all immersive and 3D.
Does it work on that sort of...
Well, this is what I'm wondering. I imagine it could
360.
If they're outside in a scene, maybe they could project stars and...
I bet they'd make it work.
It could work, couldn't it?
Yeah. I think the actual story would have to be told in in a smaller area. But like you say, if there's a shot where they're travelling outside or travelling through, then they could make it more immersive.
I've seen smaller examples of things like Sphere where it looks like you're in a sports box.
It's just called a...
it's like you're in a sports box, right? So you could say it's like half the size of a movie theatre.
Yeah.
Right? And it looks like you're on a balcony and you're looking down at a football match.
Right.
Right? And all intents and purposes you are. You can see the rest of the crowd at the other side of the arena. They're all going, "Way!" I imagine someone scored. And then the camera pans around it and it's actually just a huge screen that covers the bar. And there's a bar at the back where you can get drinks. So it's a live game or a sports match that you're watching and it looks like that you're at one of those posh boxes.
Oh.
VIP, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think it's all right.
I think it's good.
As not a sports fan, I could...
But you're a music fan, and if it can be done with sport, it'll be done with music.
Yeah. I think... So, we've spoke about this in similar ways. Like, so Led Zeppelin are bringing out... There's a documentary coming out next year, which is a trailer out now.
Yeah, but it's the re-edited version of the one that's about 4 years old.
Yeah, but it's the only one that they've actually approved on.
Yeah.
So
but they've argued about it. They've not really approved with each other. So there's two versions of one song because he didn't like that one, but he liked that one. So they've had to put both in.
But do you know, like, there's the concert footage from the 70s or whatever like that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. I mean, it's not going to be the same because that was filmed back then. But you could watch a concert and it could look like you're in a booth and you're watching it. That would be quite an experience. Even though they're not live, just as like going to see a film is an experience. But there's a bar and you can sing along.
Yeah, I'd like that experience.
Like the Taylor Swift thing. So Taylor Swift has just finished her Eras tour.
She has.
And I've got some facts about it. So Taylor Swift, it's the end of her Eras tour. 10.1 million tickets were sold to see her.
Yeah.
149 shows spanning 5 continents and almost over 2 years. Last December, it was essentially she made 163 billion.
How many shows did you do?
No, the tour.
The tour surpassed.
The tour on ticket sales alone has turned over.
No, it was
2 billion, 77 million and pocket change.
Well,
that's just on ticket sales.
Well, we're going to say because there's 400 million in merchandise. 400
million in merchandise. Can you imagine that? That's a figure that any band would love to make.
She's broke records.
By a long way.
How many tours did she do? How many concerts?
149 shows.
The cancelled some.
But the last
351.
But my reason for that is the last show was it streamed live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So imagine you could go to the theatre, that sort of box experience theatre.
Yeah.
You're all singing along. You've got your drinks, and you don't have to queue for toilets.
How would you feel about that if you paid $2,000 for a ticket?
No, but. Well, if you pay, because you're going to be like, well, I was actually there.
Yeah.
But I'd be happy if I was a super fan paying 20 quid. I'm like, I'll be all right with that. That's fine. It plays four times a day.
Yeah.
Whatever. But if you watch it live, you pay more. I don't know. That's fine. I think that's the way it's going to go.
Yeah.
That immersive gig experience, not live.
Oh, I think it will. I mean, we spoke about this before, and I think it's if somebody doesn't do it soon, we're going to have to do it. Because I think it's the way to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's where the money's going to be. It's where the people want, because people want things fast and easy.
Yeah.
And if you can get a ticket to watch a big screen,
there you go.
There you go.
So how you met my mother?
Guns N' Roses did a 2.5-year tour.
Well, Elton did a 3-year one. He still didn't make $1 billion.
192 shows in 27 different countries. And sold over 7 million tickets.
Yeah.
And that were back in 80s, late 80s.
All right. See, we're doing stats from a tour.
90s, something like that.
Brace yourself. This particular person in the 2024 tour, he did 78,402 miles. He stayed in 3,905 nights in a hotel. 53,634 gallons of diesel was purchased for the fleet of trucks that they were using. It took 342 flights. 342 flights. 3,740 meals were served. 85 planned shows, 9 countries, 166 days on the road, 232,415 audience members, which is it's a fraction of what she's played to. Absolute fraction. So you can imagine the army of people that's involved with hers. Literally.
Yeah.
Literally. They went through 510 drumsticks. They went to 2,016 guitar strings. Sorry?
Go on.
Times around the globe, 3.14 and 1 stalker.
I know this is.
Well, Wayne was the stalker.
I was only one.
That was Joe Bonamassa.
Bonamassa.
Yeah, Bonamassa tour this year.
Yeah.
I thought, that's a small tour compared to what she's done.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still the amount of nights in hotels, the amount of meals, the amount of strings and guitar and drumsticks.
It's not
It's
glamorous,
immense, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not as glamorous as you think.
No.
Like, I
So
think
that's been going, 18 months? She's been on tour 18 months.
I don't think. I know obviously she gets paid handsomely and she gets praised left, right, and centre. But I don't think what she's doing is easy by a long shot.
No.
And she doesn't have.
I would imagine it's hard work. It's not.
Yeah.
I would imagine it's very, very tiring.
Oh, yeah.
She's paid
Yeah.
her staff.
Excuse me, clean it up.
Sorry?
That's it. She's paid her staff.
Yeah. Why?
I don't know, something went wrong with your throat.
I was mid there, I think.
You turned into some sort of ventriloquist.
Well, I've got somebody's hand up my ass. No. What she did was she gave all her staff, and not just the people that she was dancing on stage, not just the musicians that she were playing with, not magicians.
Really? Magicians.
Even the truck drivers and the people that sell the merch.
Busy girl.
She gave them all a bonus.
What is she?
And I thought it was very good, this bit. I thought it was very good, this bit. Everybody that were involved got a bonus. In total, her bill for the bonuses came to 192 million.
Nice.
So I think that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't fault her really.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really good. All right. We've never said that we don't like her.
She's not a diva, which is really good.
We're not keen on her music, but I think that's a great little move, that.
It's a good gesture.
She isn't a diva.
No.
She's not.
No. For the biggest artist in the world right now.
So she's got the best-selling music documentary, what she filmed on the first half of the tour,
Right.
the biggest grossing movie. She got the biggest grossing concert, and she filmed the last 3 gigs with drones and cameras. So they're going to be doing the part 2 to the first film.
Right.
So that'll be the biggest grossing film again.
Yeah.
It's just ka-ching on a big scale.
She can't do it wrong.
No, it's a big ka-ching.
But while we're on about gigs, are we familiar with a band called Falling in Reverse?
Oh, I recognise the name.
Well, I know the name, but I don't know none of the stuff. I've not heard of them, and I don't think I've heard any of the stuff. I might have done unknowingly. But they
You were
are...
unconscious at the time?
Yes, very.
You were listening to Jay-Z?
They are doing a European tour at the moment. And last week, they did a tour in Paris. And then they boarded the flight to UK to where there was refused entry. Because the lead singer, whose name is...
How do you spell that?
Wait a minute. Ronnie Radke.
Ronnie Radke.
So,
Oh, Ronnie.
he was involved in an altercation in Las Vegas that resulted in a friend fatally shooting an 18-year-old in self-defence. Now, while this Radke...
Hold on. Does this end in a dentist with a barge? A David Gilmour? No. Okay, all right, fine.
So while Radke didn't shoot him, he was indicted on charges because he had on him brass knuckles
Who was he?
was fetched to the altercation. So because of that, he spent more than 12 months in prison.
All right.
So because he's got a prison sentence, he wasn't allowed into the UK. So he couldn't come in. So they had to cancel the gigs in Manchester and the gigs in London. He was also...
Could they have not got a dinghy?
A lot of people do.
Well, it's the easiest way in, apparently.
Oh.
And also,
A little bit of power.
he's not allowed in to Holland
Right.
for the same reasons.
Okay.
But he was all right in Paris, and then he were going to move on to Italy and Germany, which is all right there.
Well, Paris.
Well,
you know, French are French, aren't they?
Well, unfortunately. Now, which got me thinking, when their tour manager booked the tour, he booked the venues,
Yeah.
he booked the
Time
countries,
slot, everything.
knowing...
Did he know, though? Did he know that he had a criminal record?
Well, he must do.
Hey, did he?
He's got to have.
You'd have thought so.
Yeah.
He's got to have. What the hell
Because
is that?
he's been missing for 12 months because
What?
he's been nicked,
Yeah,
so he knows
what
he
the
can't
hell?
do any tours in
Well,
that period.
Well, we had another band when that happened, and then they split up when he got
right.
sent down.
So he might not have known.
So he set this band up while he was in prison, and then they started falling
So
in
he might not have
reverse.
known
So
then.
when he came out of prison, that's when they started recording.
Right.
But surely, as a tour manager, you would know if your clients are allowed into a country or not.
The certain
if I
documents
was
got to
in,
be filled out, isn't
Yeah.
they? And he
Yes.
must have either filled them in for him.
which you can't do because you have to
can't
sign
do.
it.
Yeah.
So
So
what
he's
the hell?
falsified his
Yeah.
papers, hasn't he?
So what the hell are they doing for a tour manager to book somewhere that I'd sack tour manager? I'd be like, well, what the hell are you?
Yeah, that's not good, that.
What the hell are you booking me into UK for when I
Bad
can't
form.
get in?
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of, this legislation that's come in is only recent legislation.
What, the Brexit stuff?
Well, I don't know whether it's to do with Brexit, but it's legislation that says if you've got any criminal record or you've spent any time in prison of that nature, you can't come in.
Right.
America's done it. Australia does it. Canada does it. No, Canada doesn't do it.
Yeah, but we
No,
let
they
anybody
didn't.
in.
Well, we did, but we talked. I think it's an attempt to try and tighten that little loophole up now. And same as Netherlands.
Well,
It's a pity French aren't doing the
It's
same.
not working because apparently 720 of them got in again last night on dinghies from France.
Welcome to the Listen On podcast about music. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
But French aren't going to do now because look at their mess that they're in.
Oh.
So, you was asking about my dentist story. Well, I've got one similar.
Okay.
Right, so have we all heard of the franchise Hard Rock?
Cafe?
Yep.
Yeah.
And as you know, they buy guitars and they put them up wall. And what they do is they go all over the world, and every so often they change them and they move them somewhere else and put them into different countries, but of Hard Rock, wherever. So Hard Rock have the guitar that Tony Iommi played in the first 4 or 5 albums. It's a Gibson SG 1964, nicknamed the Monkey.
Sounds like him.
Yep.
Pass me the monkey.
Pass me the monkey. So what happened is this guy goes and sees Tony Iommi, and he says, I work for Hard Rock, blah, 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 blah. We want to buy your guitar. So Iommi was a bit reluctant to sell. So he says, look, what we'll do is we will buy the guitar off you so we can show it in our branches. And when you're ready for it back, we will sell it you back for the same money that we're going to buy it for.
Okay.
So Tony and we went, all right then, I've retired it anyway, so what's it going to hurt? I'll let people get to see it, that's what I'll do. So that's what he did. All these years ago, that's what he did. Recently, he's thought, I'll get my guitar back. So he's got in touch with Hard Rock, saying, look, you've got my guitar, Monkey, I want it back now. And Hard Rock's turned around and said, can't have it.
Oh.
Why? Because we bought it. He says, yeah, but I had agreement with so-and-so that I could buy it back. Well, there's no paperwork saying that. Well, why don't you ask him? Well, he's been dead for 5 years.
Oh.
So he made a deal without paperwork. Tony
No,
Iommi.
he made a deal with a dead man.
Come on, Tony.
So now...
Tony.
Tony.
Oh, finger Tony.
So now he can't...
Can't get his guitar
so at the
back.
minute he's fighting hard rock to get his guitar back.
Tony Iommi.
I guess you could say he's between a rock and a hard place.
You could.
You could.
Didn't get the joke.
Nope. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how that one will end up.
Yeah.
Hey,
Not in Iommi's favour.
No, well, I thought, hey, what rights has he got? And
Nothing.
I thought, probably none. Because
A wink and a handshake doesn't cut it in 2024.
No. It didn't cut it at the beginning, turn of the century, did it?
So whether or not this
got even
paperwork
less relevance
turns
now.
up,
No.
I don't know. But
No.
at the moment, there's no paperwork.
I bet there's no
They
paperwork.
can't find any paperwork. And the bloke died about 5 years ago, who
Yeah.
he had the agreement with. So they can't ask him,
It's one of them things, you have my word on this, let's shake on it.
probably.
Yeah.
He didn't say how much he'd paid for the guitar.
Did you not?
No, he didn't state that. But I just thought,
What would you think you sold it him for?
I don't really know. I don't know.
Off the top of your head? There's not a lot there, come on. You can do it.
$500,000.
I don't think I'd charge him that much. I reckon he got, if he were lucky, he'd have got 250,000.
$250,000.
Yeah. It's good.
It's good.
He don't suffer from that numbers thing, does he?
Right, you like this, Wayne? I've got an Axl Rose story.
Oh, good.
From Guns N' Roses.
He's
GNR.
doing well tonight, isn't he? He's had a Bonamassa story.
He's wedged them all in.
Now he's got a GNR.
So, Axl Rose and a moth. Do we know the story?
No.
The location? Malibu.
No.
So, Axl Rose comes face to face with a big moth.
No.
Way. He gets his assistant to try and get rid of it.
Okay.
It's not going down well. This moth's like, no, you.
Has he got a thing with moths?
Axel's like, get this moth out. I don't want it. Assistant's, I can't get it out. This moth's huge. So Axl resorts to getting a gun and shooting it out.
As he would.
As you would.
Guns or knives.
But needless to say, the moth.
All roses.
Oh, right. Okay.
The moth left the building.
Yeah.
Scared.
Next up, Yellow Mac.
A yellow Mac.
Axl Rose and the Yellow Mac.
Oh, they're a wasp, aren't they?
It sounds like a wasp.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Mr. Men books. Axl Rose and the Yellow Mac. So the Yellow Mac, apparently roadies refer to this as a term, the Yellow Mac. Axl Rose became very fond of this Yellow Mac.
Oh, right.
And he did a gig in London or in the UK somewhere, and he wore this like Yellow Mac with. It's like a
Mac
sailor
yellow.
coat.
Oh, right, yeah.
One of those, but with no hood.
Yeah.
Anyway, he flies back to America or wherever, and he hadn't got his coat with him. He left it in London. But he would not go on stage without it, so he sent one of his assistants over to go and...
Oh, it's like Bono's hat,
Yeah,
isn't it?
like Bono's hat, but this is Yellow Mac.
A yellow Mac.
Yeah, so moths and Macs is particular about.
Yeah, musicians don't like to be separated from the clothes, do they?
Maybe it's a lucky charm thing.
Maybe they're very superstitious, yeah. Maybe is that what
I
it
mean,
is?
you know, Stevie Wonder and Jeff Beck did write Superstitious, didn't they?
Yeah.
I have a Stevie Wonder fact for you, a little story for you about Stevie Wonder.
Go on then.
Stevie Wonder's blind, right?
What?
Well, I mean, he can see apparently if someone's shining a torch in his face, but apart from that, he's pretty much blind.
Can you see that then?
He's got he had an operation where people can he can see shadows and he can see.
Oh, right,
He
okay.
can see bits, right?
He must be able to see what they call it, traffic signals, because he's got a driver's license.
Stevie don't wonder. Stevie knows. So, Apple, not Axel. Don't correct. Apple. I've given Stevie Wonder a demo of their Vision Pro, which is a virtual reality headset to test. Yeah, and
That's what his eyesight.
because one of their things is that they're big on accessibility, so like for disabled people and stuff like that. And apparently Stevie thinks it's good, but I don't know what he's doing with it.
No.
Not much.
I don't. Honestly, I know that
Paperweight.
I know they can see bits, but like, how is he going to benefit from like VR?
No, he's not, is he?
No, but it's been given. Him and Apple are good mates, apparently.
Well, he might have a bit more vision than we think then.
He must do.
Because he had operation, didn't he? So he might have a bit more than we think he's got. It might be very limited, but, you know.
But I thought that was interesting.
So a little update on a previous podcast.
Oh.
So this week, the Diddler
Dun dun dun.
and Jay-Z.
The two Sean Combs and Sean Carter.
Sean.
Diddler and the Fiddler.
They have been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl.
You say this was an element of glee. It's unusual.
Yes, well. So Jay-Z...
He even throws in a fiendish laugh.
No, so Jay-Z has been named...
When do you start pantomime season?
With... Started last week. Right. So he's been named with Puff Daddy in a civil case where it's alleged he and P. Diddy raped a minor after...
Stop it. This is not... I really do apologise. We're not laughing at that. What he's thinking of is working miners. We're from South Yorkshire. There's lots of miners.
So he raped a minor, not the one with helmets on.
No canaries were hurt.
No canaries were hurt during the course
at an
of that
after
rape.
party for MTV VMA Awards in 2000 in New York. So the lawsuit now claims that a woman labelled Celebrity B was also present in the room and also watched as the men took turns with the 13-year-old victim.
Who could the Celebrity B be?
An old photo of that night has emerged of Diddy arguing with his girlfriend of the time.
Oh. Jennifer Lopez.
Which was Jennifer Lopez, who shortly after split.
Well.
Now, but she has not been named as Celebrity B.
If it goes to court, she will be.
You never know. So, and there's more than 120 people now have come forward with new allegations.
Yeah.
And 25 of them allegations are minors.
Yeah. There's things about him like hanging people off a balcony. There's things about him like from hanging people from balconies and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It was from 2000 and apparently it was the chauffeur of P. Diddy's limousine that coaxed this person into the car saying, "Oh, we're going to the after show party, you can come with us."
Apparently so.
You're just his type. And so the lawyer had come out and accused Jay-Z, saying that this is Jay-Z, blah, 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 we're suing him, we're taking him to court. And Jay-Z came up with this, quite quickly, this response where he proclaimed that, this is... He went into detail about like how the lawyer is no good and he's money grabbing and now he has to sit down and talk to his daughter, Blue Ivy, who's now like 13, 14, and explain to her what the situation is. And he goes on to say like he was just a young man from the Bronx just trying to make his way and there's a code in the Bronx and we don't do that. But at no point does he deny. He just sort of states that this is a code and he plays a sympathy angle.
He also claims that these lawyers that are saying, putting this suit in, are claiming money from celebrities, blackmailing them. Mm. And this lawyer's come back and said, this is standard practice. What we're doing is standard practice. What the accused is doing is standard behaviour.
Yeah.
They come back and they'll try and discredit us as much as they can, so that when it gets to court, they can say, "Oh, well, it's all manufactured lies, purely to discredit us." And this is standard practice. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. They're going to try and throw as much dirty to us as possible. Same with blackmailers and this and that. And it's not, it's what they do. That's just part of the game. It's a chess game at the moment.
Yeah. Well, apparently this 13-year-old lass has come forward. So what has she been at? 37?
Yeah. Like
37-ish, won't she? 37, 38-ish. So she's one of these now that's opened this civil case up against them and stated that Jay-Z and P. Diddy raped her in a room with a woman known as Celebrity B.
An interesting thing, what happened was, so this was picked up by news channels, obviously, and then news channels, what they do now is they make like social videos about them, like the news channels, so to entice you to watch their channel. One of the stories posted about Jay-Z being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl came upon it as a social video, and it turns out on Instagram, Tina Knowles, Beyonce's mother, had liked the video.
Oh.
So, what does that mean? The world, everyone's asking, like, so is she like pleased that he's getting rumbled? He knows he's a bad man, or yeah?
Well,
she's not unliked it; she's liked it.
And the son's been charged as well, hasn't he? Well, he's been indicted as well, hasn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, P. Diddy's son.
Mr. Big or something like that.
Is it Stephen? Something like that? Mr. Big?
It's called something like...
Sex and the City, isn't it?
No, it's called something like...
Little Diddy.
King Diddy.
King Diddy.
Well,
Big
King
Diddy
Diddy's been
somewhere.
charged as well, indicted as well, on sexual misconduct and things like that.
Yeah.
So this is
well,
all-
he was the one that I was saying earlier on the previous podcast, that he was the one that was running P. Diddy's Instagram account for him while
He's
they were
got
in
two sons, though. I think it might be the other son that's doing it.
has he got two?
Yeah, he's got one that's not been charged yet, but there's every chance there will be.
The one that were running the Instagram, I think he was.
He's got a
the
music
one
career of his own, I think.
called King. Is he 26-year-old?
I think so. Yeah,
Well, he was the one that were in charge of his social media.
There's one that's, I think, got like a music career. I've seen him doing some rapping, and well, that don't prove he's got a music career, does it? But anyway,
It does if
he's being charged.
does if you read your dad's label.
Yeah. But the other one that seems to be keeping in the background, but he's in a lot of photos, if you know what I mean. He's not like up front, but he just hangs around. He's there. I think that's the one that's doing the account business.
Right.
Yeah. If I can just throw this in at this stage, there's some bit of Jay-Z stuff here. It's poignant stuff, actually, from one of his songs.
Is it lyrics about youth?
Well, it could be.
Because he has a lot of youth references in some of his earlier tracks.
Yeah. Jay-Z does.
Well, you're the child of destiny.
Destiny's Child.
You're the child of my destiny.
Destiny's Child.
Beyonce.
You're my child with a child
Oh.
from Destiny's Child.
Was that Shakespeare, was it?
It's very close.
What
Very
group
close.
was she in, Beyonce?
Destiny's Child.
Right, because wasn't she still a minor when she got with him?
She was young. She was like 19.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I thought she was young.
And he was like 32. Yeah.
Did you
Make
ever
of that what you will.
So,
Did he have a white suit on when they met?
We've got to be careful with that one, because if you look at Marvin Gaye, he married
No, not so.
a 17-year-old,
Not about the age difference.
and then
I
he married
thought-
somebody 17 years his junior.
I thought she was
He's
younger.
17 years his older than him.
I thought she was younger than that.
What's going on?
When they met?
Yeah.
but so what somebody's done is they've opened ChatGPT, right?
Okay.
You know how we like to talk about AI in this program.
Mm-hmm.
They've opened ChatGPT and they've given context to the situation, and what they've done is they've uploaded.
Is that Al Green? Oh no, AI. Okay.
No, this guy. They've given context and they've uploaded the only response from Jay-Z, which is the one that's been publicised, right?
Okay.
And they've said, "What do you make of this?" And its conclusion is lies.
Oh. Yeah,
Because I know, and you can't say this is not a court of law, but it's come up with patterns, and the way that it constantly refers to himself as like sympathy me. I have to now explain to my daughter, and it highlights the fact that at no point does he deny anything, and he plays a lot of victim cards and on dispersing blame elsewhere.
Yeah.
Going on that concept, then, do you think AI would ever become pleadable in a courtroom?
Well, you
AI
should say that. But
AI
yeah, that's what they're planning.
AI has already AI has already solved loads of cases. It has solved I think it's either a sexual assault case or a murder case in like the 60s, because they have all these cold cases. And, you know, like when somebody has to pick up that cold case and they read through all the information and they have to go through whatever, and obviously they didn't have DNA things to go upon them days. So there's like loose ends that nobody can sort of tie up. They feed it into AI and it's like, oh, this is the guy. It's suspect number 4.
Really?
And then they found this guy and they arrested him. I think it was like 90-odd-year-old, but they arrested him and he got banged to rights for it.
Yeah, they're going to help it. They're going to use it as a tool.
Nicked by a robot.
Nicked
Well,
by
it's
a
not.
robot.
It's not necessarily going to be like the judge and jury, but it's
The
going to
new
be
book by
it's gonna
Wayne. Nicked by a robot.
It's going to be a tool that they're going to use.
Otherwise known as RoboCop, but, you know.
Super brain. Yeah. You want some more lyrics?
Yes, please.
Okay. Dr. Dre.
Oh, all right. But we're not accusing Dr. Dre of any of this.
No, he's not involved. We're not yet anyway. But he is involved in bad lyrics. He is. We're going to group him with the bad lyric bit. And he's got here, never let me slip, because if I slip, then I'm slipping.
I mean, he's not wrong, is he?
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
No. Another Jay-Z one?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, a Jay-Z one. 38 revolve, not revolves, or revolved. It's 38 revolve like the sun round the earth. Now, if we're going to believe anything he says, you've got to remember them lyrics. Sun around the earth. Doesn't work that way.
Well, for some of those that believe it does, it does. It's like the earth could be flat.
Well, it could be, and I think in Jay-Z's world it might be.
Is Jay's new title, Jay-Z Flat Earther.
Flat earther.
Sun revolves around the earth.
It does. 38 revolve like the sun around the earth. Yeah, he's not good at the old astronomy, or is he?
Apparently, he doesn't write down
Perhaps
lyrics.
we've all got it wrong.
He memorises lyrics. He doesn't write any lyrics down.
We memorise them.
He memorises them.
Well, he wants to get that looked at.
Yeah. Maybe it's a memory typo.
I don't want to really do that one.
Do it.
They say I'm like a human body. I produce my own shit.
Really? That line?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Who the hell sings that?
Somebody called J. Cole.
Oh,
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. Cole, as in
Cole.
C-O-L-E.
Never
And
heard.
J as in J.
Like the Jaybird?
Yep.
Never
No,
heard.
not J-A-Y, no, it's just J. J. Cole says, they say I'm like a human body, I produce my own shit. Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
No, well, no. We hope he does. We hope he don't get rid of somebody else's. That'd be strange, wouldn't it? Like a caterpillar.
I just love these rap lyrics. They are so, like you were pointing out, Louis,
Crap.
Shakespearean.
Shakespearean.
Yeah.
Nonsense, but also could be deep.
Yeah, could be. It sounds more of a script from Laurel and Hardy.
No. Give them more credit, I'm afraid.
So,
Yeah.
what band inspired Seal and he's a massive fan of?
Oh,
You'll never get it.
no, I won't.
Alice in Chains.
What?
Get out of town! Set my face on fire and call me Shirley.
God damn.
Alice in Chains, apparently.
Slap me silent.
He loves Alice in Chains.
Good.
One of his like first records he bought and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. Just unexpected.
What is he doing now?
Last time I saw him, he was buying a meal deal from Tesco.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was
Because
just,
he's on that, or he's on the new Band-Aid Live Aid
Is he?
thing.
Is it?
I'm sure he is.
We
sure I
talked
saw
about this
him.
before, but you know the old one, in what, 85?
84.
84?
84.
They had all of the young and beautiful people of the time in the studio.
Yeah.
Well,
This document,
so-
all right. Boy George swanned in later, or swooshed in. He don't walk, he swooshes.
he was a big deal though, wasn't he?
Oh, he were, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
He
didn't
had to come
realise
back
it.
from
I
States
didn't
'cause he
realise. I hadn't realised at the time, but like he got the most hype of walking in there than
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
else.
Well, he'd come in from States, he'd flown in because they said they were doing this. So he was late. So he made this grand entrance and he swooshed in.
He swooshed in with Simon Le Bon.
Did he really?
And they staged it. He said, "Come on, Simon, let's put an end to these rumours that we don't like each other." And they're like,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Well, the part I'm leaning to about this is that all these young and beautiful people were there. All the hip, groovy people were there at the time. And they're all young. You got your Spandau Ballet, your Duran Duran, and...
Status Quo.
No,
they were there.
they were there.
Yeah, but they weren't young. And they were... Well, if you watch the documentary, you'll see.
Well, they fetched in Phil Collins to do some drumming because he is a world-class drummer. Mm-hmm. But he was seen as being the old man, the elder statesman.
He was wearing a tank top, though, so...
Well, that wouldn't help his profile.
No.
But he was seen
then?
as being the old guard.
He'd have still been under 40, wouldn't he?
He was 33.
No way.
He was 33.
Good heavens, he looks like...
Well, I saw a video for the new one.
He looks about 50.
I don't know.
33.
I don't know when it come out, but it's the 2024 version. And I'm watching this video and I'm like,
Bear in mind, I'm sorry to put you off with him, but bear in mind that Taylor Swift is 34.
yeah,
And she's considered young.
yeah.
Go on, carry on.
But I'm watching this video of the recent one that they've just done, and I'm like, who are these people? I don't know. I don't know him.
Yeah, you won't
It's
do
not
it.
your scene.
I saw.
It's not your
I
scene,
mean,
man.
I'm sure he's on it. Seal and Bono
Oh, Bono's there, everyone.
and
He'll
Ed
turn up to everything.
Sheeran, Paloma Faith, and
I
apart
like
from
Paloma.
and apart from that, from what I can remember now, I was struggling to know anybody.
Yeah. Paloma Faith's just a strange character, but I like her. She reminds me of the English Bjork.
That's just popped up.
She did lie about her age, though. English Bjork? No.
No?
No.
She's like...
No.
She's got that quirky
No.
edge to her.
Odd, you mean?
Okay.
No. I know what you mean.
Fashion,
No,
quirkiness, she thrives on that.
Odd.
Odd? Yeah, odd. Yeah, Bjork, odd.
Kylie Minogue suing Lidl. No, she's not. She's suing Aldi.
Who is?
Kylie Minogue.
Why?
Because they've ripped off her wine. Sorry, not wine. Sparkling rosé.
Oh, there's no
Apparently,
worse.
she's got a really popular sparkling rosé, and you know, like Aldi make like Kelvin the caterpillar instead of Colin the caterpillar. They do that sort of.
right, it's one of them,
They've
is it?
done like a mimic of it,
Ah.
and she's suing. She's considering suing.
Considering lawyers are now trying to talk her out of it because it's a non-goer.
Yeah, it's stupid, really.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was considered the old man.
the old
Mad
guy.
33.
He was never really a cool guy, were he? But fantastic drummer. If you watch the documentary,
See, this is the question.
It's very
My
impressive.
question is, they considered him the old man at 33.
Yeah.
33 now is just getting started.
no, I disagree.
Oh, no, well, all right then, all right.
I think-
Or should I put it a different way? We accept age easier now, don't we?
Right. I think the problem is that Phil Collins didn't look 33. He looked older. He wore a tank top. Unfortunately, his hair follicles weren't up to scratch.
No.
You mean he was bald?
No, but we're prepared to put up with...
Wait.
We're prepared to put up with 80-year-olds
It got a
prancing
great
around.
So
No, I think it's great.
No,
33 got a grey beard.
Yeah,
that
but-
don't make you look 33.
I know what you're saying, but I believe that you're wrong. What you say we're prepared to put up with 8-year-olds prancing around, but they established their scene a long time ago.
They did,
You don't get any new artists coming through under 25. You don't get that.
No,
They don't get.
To be fair,
They
yeah,
will
you're
not
right.
get the airtime.
You never did. You never did.
So-
That was never the case, was it?
Whereas
they
in-
had to be young to get started.
Whereas in the 80s, Tina Turner reinvented her career at 40. She
Yeah.
developed a new, like in England, most people a lot of young people never heard of her. She was in Radio 1 at 40.
Shame.
No, but that's great.
Yeah.
A lot of people were older in the charts. You won't ever get that now. Not a chance. So all
Well, I
you
don't
have,
know.
no,
I
you
don't
won't.
know.
No, it's true. All you have is your legacy artists.
Yeah, exactly. What are they?
I'm talking about
Tina Turner, a legacy artist.
yeah, but it's difficult because it's hard to separate the two Tina Turners. there was a period where a lot of people didn't know. I'm talking about radio play. I'm not talking about Spotify because we can talk about genres. We can talk about
as radio play, is there?
Oh no, but that's the primary spot of like charts. You can like
everything's done online now.
Everything,
there's no charts as relevant.
Anything new is young, and it's younger, and it's getting younger.
Tell Jay-Z that.
Yeah, but he's not a new artist. Oh. Right, on that note.
Goodbye.